Hey guys, this is Jordan from Rapidotrains Inc. and I'm back for another unboxing, and this week we have something really special. We have our much anticipated Amtrak E8 number 4316, including the really cool wooden display box we've got here. So first off, I'm going to give you a quick overview of the prototype information on this unit, and then we'll have a look at the model itself, do an unboxing, and maybe get it on the test track and take it for a spin. Why don't we get right into it? The history of 4316 goes back to late 1952 when the unit was delivered to the Pennsylvania Railroad by Electromotive as their number 5716. Renumbered to 4316 by Penn Central, this unit would later join Amtrak's roster on day one, which was May 1st, 1971, and become the very first unit to be fully repainted. At the time, a standard Amtrak paint scheme hadn't been nailed down, and as a result, was painted in this one-off scheme. After several months of service, the 4316 was repainted into the then standard Phase 1 paint job. Renumbered 322 in 1973, it was later renumbered to 461 before final retirement. So as you can see, I've got the very cool wood display box right here. I've already moved it from the cardboard carton that it came in with all its associated packing. So first off, right on the cover, you can see the really cool metal embossed 50th anniversary and 4316 metal plate. That's on the top of every lid. Why don't we just unlatch it right on the front. It's a hinged box, so this just lifts up. As you can see, we've got pack material on all sides and all our documentation. So first off, we've got our parts diagram. Oh, all these stickers. This must be making a killing off of us with all these stickers, whoever does that. Anyways, we've got our complete parts diagram. This is for the 4316 in particular. A couple of advertising items there. Of course, there's the certificate of authenticity. This was signed by Jason and Matt Donnelly from Amtrak. Put that aside. We've got our operating manual for the E8. Comes with all the information you need to know about them. Operating instructions, information about operating in DCC. There's your function lists and much more. So you want to have a good read through that before you put this on your track. And of course, there's the model. Now first off, before I get to the model itself, we've added a couple of cool little bits here. So we've actually included two metal pins. We have one with the E8 4316 nose, and another which is the number plate with the Amtrak pointless arrow logo on it. And we also have a couple of detail parts. That is the side ladders and the wind deflectors for the side of the cab. We've included that as a separate part to prevent them from being damaged in shipping. Then we're going to lift the locomotive right out of the box. Nice and snug. Let's put this box out of the way just for a moment there. There you see we've got the clamshell. Slide it out of the sleeve. Put that aside. Lift that up. As you can see, it is wrapped in plastic film. Put the clamshell aside. And there we go. There's the 4316 in the very distinctive day one or original Amtrak livery. As I mentioned before, this is a former Pennsylvania Railroad unit, and a lot of the details on the locomotive itself will be related to that heritage. Now, the 4316 did have a number of modifications over the years, and as you can see, we've got the MU receptacle right on the nose there. Now, that originally would have had a door, but on 4316, while it was in this paint scheme, that door was missing. I believe it was replaced at some point after it was repainted later in the 70s. We've got a lot of prototypically correct detail here. You can see the Pennsylvania spec lift lungs on the side of the nose door. We've got the full MU and air hose packaging on the front pilot, and that's the kind of the passenger version of the pilot. We've also done kind of the more standard EMD style pilot that was seen on a lot of F units on some of the other units, but 4316 had the passenger version. Lots of separately applied grab irons. Ladder grabs on the side of the nose and on the front door. We have separately applied windshield wipers, full cab interior, which also includes the sunshades or the sun visors for the crew in case they're going into the sun there. Got the correct horn. Got the ladder grabs, or sorry, the door grabs all along the side of the engine. We have the 36-inch fans, the large winterization hatches, and also one of the features that was common on the, or from the PRR units, was that kind of double steam generator detail there. And of course, these did not have dynamic brakes, which would be seen right in that hatch there. So that's just a blank out hatch. And correct for these units, we have the lack of portholes and also no side skirting around the fuel tank. You'll note we have the far grills, which are nice and straight and not warped at all. Looking at the rear of the unit, again, we can see a lot of the original PRR spec detail. We've got the reverse headlight just above the diaphragm there. We have the grabs up the right side of the door. And again, all of these separately applied MU and train airline hosing. We also have, if you can see it there, right behind the steam generator is the Sinclair radio antenna. Okay, I've got 4316 on our very short test track here, along with a couple of our previously released HO scale Amtrak Phase 1 passenger cars. As you can see, we've got the coach there. We haven't run those in several years. Maybe we should bring those back again before too long. But back to the 4316. As you can see, I already have the headlight, number board lights, and the track lights turned on. Next, I'll hit function 8 on the DCC system and get the sound started up. There we go. Of course, we've got the bell. And horn. Now we've also included, like on all our other models, the Doppler effect. That's on function 5. And of course, we have several other sounds included on these models, from the coupler clank and much more, which you can all find in the instruction manual with your 4316 model. So next, why don't we get it fired up a bit and we'll go for a spin. Can't go very far on this little track, but we'll take her out anyway. Of course, when you stop the engine, you hear that brake squeal sound. Throttle it up again just for a sec. Throw it in reverse. Oh, a little bit too far there. Maybe that's a sign that we need a larger layout here in the office. So that's a quick look at Amtrak 4316. We're totally sold out at Rapido, so please go visit your dealer and see what availability they have. So thanks once again for joining me. We will see you again in the next Rapido unboxing video. Bye now.